Hello students, today we are going to learn about a new topic, that is parallelogram. So let's get started with that. As we have already studied about quadrilaterals, four-sided figure. In the family of quadrilateral, the one of or the most important is parallelogram. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if it has both the pairs of opposite sides parallel as well as equal. So if you see this quadrilateral ABCD and you want to call it as a parallelogram, the necessary condition is AB must be parallel to CD and AB is equals to CD. Second is AD parallel to BC and AD is equals to BC. Then it becomes a parallelogram. In parallelogram family, now parallelogram again has its own family where certain quadrilaterals come. They are square, rectangle, rhombus, these three, which fulfills the property of this parallelogram that opposite sides are parallel as well as equal. Whereas trapezium is only a quadrilateral because it has exactly a pair of parallel sides equal. Pay attention to my words. Trapezium is only a quadrilateral as it has exactly a pair of opposite sides parallel. The another pair of sides is opposite sides is non-parallel. Same happens with kite. If you look at the kite, children, just look at the kite. It has, if it is, say, name it as ABCD, its adjacent sides are equal, but no question of opposite sides parallel. So in parallelogram, you are going to study about parallelogram itself, square, rectangle and rhombus. Now coming to parallelogram itself. In a parallelogram, what are the basic properties which we will be proving later? If ABCD is a parallelogram, first, opposite sides are parallel and equal. Second, opposite angles are equal. Third, adjacent angles are supplementary. Children, adjacent angle, by adjacent angle I mean the two angles on the same side, like A and B are adjacent to each other, B is adjacent to C, C is adjacent to D and D is adjacent to A. So if you take the adjacent angles, their sum would be 180 degrees. Supplementary means the two angles whose sum is 180 degree. And the fourth one is diagonal property, that diagonals of a rhombus, this parallelogram bisect each other. They bisect each other. These are the properties of the parallelogram which we will be proving with the help of congruency one by one. Now, first theorem is, in a parallelogram we have to prove opposite sides are equal as well as opposite angles are equal. Children, we will be doing this with the help of congruency. So what we do, we write the given part. Given is ABCD is a parallelogram. This is short form of writing parallelogram, in which AB parallel to CD and AD parallel to BC. We have to prove. We will write to prove. We have to prove first part, AB is equals to CD and AD is equals to BC. In the second part, we will prove angle A is equals to angle C and angle B is equals to angle D. Now in construction, what construction we will do? We will draw diagonal AC, or we write join A to C, so that you obtain two triangles. Fine. Now we will take these two triangles and prove them to be congruent with the method of congruency. So we will write the heading proof. We will take triangle ABC. In triangle ABC and triangle CDA. Now children, if you can recall the properties of parallel lines, whenever this Z formation is there, we get alternate interior angles, whether it is horizontal or it is vertical. Like this and this. So let us mark this angle as 1, this is as 2, 3 and 4. So we have got two pairs of alternate interior angles. Children, when you number the angles, it becomes easy to write them. Instead of writing the full name of the angle, we're using 3 alphabets. So we will begin with angle 1 is equals to angle 3. Alternate interior angles. We will tell how come angle 1 is equals to angle 3, as AB parallel to DC cut by transversal AC. Fine. Now second thing, we will write angle 2 is equals to angle 4. Same reason, alternate interior angles. And we will write now AD parallel to BC, cut by transversal AC. See, when you write any reason, it should be self-explanatory. Keeping this thing in your mind that the person who is correcting your work is not knowing anything. That way you present your work. And third thing, we have AC is equals to CA, which is common. It is common. Therefore, triangle ABC congruent to triangle CDA by ASA rule, by ASA criteria or ASA rule. And therefore, if two triangles are congruent, the remaining corresponding parts are automatically equal. So AB is equals to CD and AD is equals to BC. This is by CP, CT. And C, opposite angles. Angle B is equals to angle D also you have got. Angle B is equals to angle D also by CP, CT. Children, if you would have drawn diagonal BD, you could have proved angle A is equals to angle C. So we write similarly, if diagonal BD is drawn, then angle A is equals to angle C. Now coming to the last property of parallelogram, which we call as diagonal property. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Children, it is not only in parallelogram, the same method you will use throughout the topic of parallelogram whenever you have to prove diagonals bisect each other. You will use the same method, means you will choose the triangle in the two triangles in the same manner and write the same steps. Am I clear? Whenever, because in a square also diagonals bisect, in rectangle, rhombus also diagonals bisect. So wherever you have to use diagonals bisect, children, you will use this only, this method only. So be focused that what type of triangles I am going to take. So given is ABCD is a parallelogram. In which AB parallel to CD and AD parallel to BC. To prove diagonals bisect each other means the two parts of each diagonal. That means OA is equals to OC and OB is equals to OD. Proof. A very simple proof, not very difficult for you. Now we will take two vertically opposite triangles, pair of two vertically. Either you can take this one or you can take this one. Choice is yours. You are free. In mathematics, no one bounds you for anything. If I say you take two vertically opposite triangles, you may take this pair, you may take this pair. It is up to you. Now, first of all, we mark, as we have already studied, that these angles are alternate interior angles. So, they are equal. Fine. So, let's start proving. In triangle means now I am taking triangle, in triangle OAB and triangle OCD. We will write angle 1 is equals to angle 3, alternate interior angles. Secondly, we write angle 1 is equals to angle 3. Angle 2 is equals to angle 4. Again the same reason, alternate interior angles. And AB is equals to CD, opposite sides of parallelogram. You have proved that opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So we have used that thing over here. Now we write, therefore, triangle OAB congruent to triangle OCD by ASA rule. And therefore, OA is equals to OC and OB is equals to OD. This is by CPCT. So you will remember my points, the key points that I have provided you, that whenever you have to prove diagonals bisect each other, you will use the same way. Vertically opposite triangles will be taken and proved like this only. Hoping that concepts are clear, practice it, go through it, and if you have any query, please do write in the comment box. And if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you everyone.